Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas and today we are going to do a little bit of a deep dive into three different AI web app generating tools, right? We got here Lovable, we also have Bolt.new, and we have V0 by Vercel. And what I want to do is I want to kind of generate an idea, generate a wireframe, and kind of test the waters with these three different tools to see how they all work, right? And another fun fact is that I'm using the free version of these three tools. So let's see how far it gets us. Let's see the differences in terms of design. Let's see the differences in terms of how well it actually accomplishes the task. And yeah, let's just test out the waters to see how it goes. So if that's something interesting for you guys, stick around. Anyways, before we get started, I want to actually see some examples that are being built in each one of these tools, right? So we have Lovable first, and in Lovable we have kind of like this Wall of Fame, Builder Hall of Fame page inside of their website. And you can see a bunch of projects that are being made, and we can just click on a random one. Let's just click on this first one. Playing around with p5.js and Lovable is truly addicting. So it's really interesting. This is kind of more of like an app. Let's see how this looks like. You can see that there's these bullet points. There's a meditation to play audio, which is really cool. You can see that they have different categories. I've also seen some tutorials online of people doing like these authentication, so you can log in with your email and connect that with backend programs like Supabase. So yeah, we might want to do something like that. Let's see how this video turns out. But these are some examples that are built with Lovable. So shout out to these people, right? Now the next thing is Bolt.new. They don't really have a Hall of Fame in their website, but they have this Twitter community. And there's some people that are posting what they've built. There's this one which seems kind of like a, I don't know what this is, prompt generator, right? Then we have this med practice. Okay, no, this is kind of like a bug that they have. So it's not really a wall of fame like Lovable has that's showing only good things, but it's also showing some bugs that they might encounter. So let's see. Yeah, there's a few things that you can check out here. I'm going to put this in the description below. And V0, they also have something like this: discover the best apps, components, and starters from the community. And I think like V0 is not just only building, full apps, but it's also building like small components that you can add to your app, right? And you can even add them to a tool like Framer, like a no-code tool. So this is a point of sale system for a restaurant built in V0. So you can just click on plus. Let's see, table services. We can open this with our app. I don't really want to do that. I just want to kind of see. Okay. So I guess this is just like an internal system for restaurants with different table services, reservations, deliveries, and you can basically add menu items to the to a specific table, right? And then place the order, and they can pay with cash, credit, or QR code, which is interesting. These are all like really cool projects that people are building with these three tools. Now for today's video, I actually opened Claude, I chat in Claude, and I said, what are some good app ideas that I can build using AI? So I mentioned a note-taking app that I've seen multiple times in YouTube. I don't want it so simple. I want to, make it a little bit more complicated. The other app was a recipes app where users can upload recipes and save them. Can you think of a similar, idea in terms of difficulty between these two, right? So it mentioned a personal budget tracker, which I think is a little bit too complicated and has AI insights. I don't really want that. I saw this language learning flashcards. Create and organize flashcards while AI adaptively suggests which words to review. So we don't really need this, but I kind of want something in this, in these terms. So what I can do is I can create a new prompt to generate a kind of sitemap. I first need to refine the idea, and then when the idea is refined in this reply, generate a sitemap with Claude. So right now I just spent like 2 minutes writing this, so I like idea number 4, but I want it to be a place where people log in, register, then they can choose a language to practice. We can start off with categories: English, Spanish, German, and Russian. Once they choose a language, there are 5 different difficulty levels. Each level contains 5 questions that have multiple choice options. Once the user gets all 5 correct, they can advance to the next difficulty stage, right? Can you please generate a sitemap that goes from marketing landing page to authentication page to profile page to language category page to difficulty pages, which contains the question. So let's just click enter and see how that goes. So it's generating a kind of a sitemap. Okay, and what I want to do now is we have this sitemap. So we have marketing landing page, perfect. Then we have the authentication page, the profile page, language category section, difficulty level section for selected language, and then the question pages. And then additional pages, we don't really need this. Let's just choose all of this. And what I want to do is I want to use this tool. So I was thinking about using Relume, but Relume is more for marketing websites. I wouldn't really use this to generate a sitemap for an app because it doesn't really, it's meant for like Webflow websites, I guess. So I'm gonna just close this, and I'm gonna use this tool that I found actually in Google, searching wireframe generator, UX Pilot, that's what it's called. So I created a new account, and I'm gonna create a new design file. We're gonna call this languages, create. It's loading the page, and I have 90 credits available. So let's just close this. Don't really need this, and we need wireframes, standard model, I guess. Okay, desktop, and I'm gonna include this, and I'm gonna include this prompt, and I'm gonna bring this over here. I'm gonna put sitemap includes marketing landing page, FAQs, authenticate page, login. Let's remove this. Profile page, language category section, and you can also upload images. I'm just going to put like a colon here to kind of do this. Perfect. So I'm just refining this really quick just to see how this would work. Okay. And all right, and then it says generate screens per round. Okay, it just says 3. Okay, what is this? Add screen. Okay, I guess I'm not allowed to do this. Well, let's just remove this. Let's just add this paragraph and generate these 3 options. So we have, it's generating. Let's see how this works. Okay, so it finished generating, and I think they're pretty much like the same type of, like they're different variants of one thing that it kind of understood. So it doesn't really I think this is just meant for like one page. Yeah, they're different variants of the same thing, but it's pretty cool to, you know, generate a wireframe like this. If you want to have like a deeper dive into this tool, please let me know in the description below. I'd be more than happy to, you know, do a deep dive on this specific tool. But anyways, I really like this because you can see the different languages. But I don't want this to be in the same page, so I'm gonna take different screenshots of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and I like the name LangQuest. So let's do this. Now let's see what else we got here. I like this for the question module. And I like this for the difficulty level. So let's just take separate screenshots of these. So that's what I did. And now we're going to start testing with these 3 different apps. So I like, just from the first start, you know, you have different suggestions here. And it's also like kind of like automatically writing this so you can get some ideas of what it can create. I like that from Lovable a lot. You can attach images and files, I guess, and Figma. That's pretty cool. With Bolt.new, you can't add Figma files, but you can start with your favorite stack. So I guess this is more developer friendly. Or maybe you want to do something with React and you know how to build with React, but you don't know how to build with Vite or Svelte, then you can do that. And with V0, you can also import from Figma. You can clone a screenshot, upload a project, landing page, sign up form. So these are also suggestions. And yeah, and then they have different things from the community, which I like a lot. So you can grab some inspiration, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and use the same type of prompt for each one of these. So okay, I'm going to copy this. I want it to be a place where people, let me go like this. Language learning flashcards. Language learning platform. Place where users can sign up, log in, and learn 5 different languages. I want it to be a place where people log in and they can choose a language to practice. We can start off with these 5. Once they choose a language, each contains, okay. Then we put sitemap. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and go like this. Right? Go like this. Like so. Let's see how well this performs. And again, I'm using the free accounts, so that's something important to consider. All right, we got these different things here. Open 3 images, great. That's working. And let me just copy all of this text. Let's make sure that it's all copied perfect. And let's put it here. And let's choose our images. And it says enhance prompt. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I like this a lot. Core features user authentication, multiple use. We might, end up using this. So I actually like this a lot than my, simple prompt. So let's just use that. That's actually a cool feature from this tool. And let's just put that here and upload from computer, recents, and choose our screenshots. Upload. Perfect. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and submit the 3 of them at the same time. Ready, set, go. Boom, boom, and boom. And let's see how that goes. So they're still generating. It's been like 10 seconds, honestly. And I'm very curious to see which one does it the quickest. So VO is building, the different pages here, building some components out. It's gonna take quite some time. Bolt.new is also doing the same. Let's see how that goes. And here I don't really see anything. It says spinning up sandbox. Okay, now the screen is white. Okay, now we see something. Okay, so it creates like a landing page. Awesome. Really, not a bad design with this, blurry background image. How about Bolt? So Bolt, there is some type of issue going on. Import navbar. So we got some error here. And now let's see V0. It's still working. So let's see how that goes. Let's give it some time. It's generating. Okay, now it's another error. So here we can fix with V0. So we can just click on that. And yeah, let's just try to fix that. But here, I don't really know. I would have to kind of get this and say, I got this error. And here, I kind of want to see how this works. So start learning English. Okay. So I think it gave us this return home because we're not logged in. So if I log in, if I click on sign up, register, no, nothing happens. Sign up free. Next. Okay. Supabase. Okay, so it tells us to use Supabase. You can use the Supabase menu on the top right. So let's just do that. Connect Supabase. And it gives us this nice little tutorial, but we're going to skip that. And I'm going to connect to my Supabase. So for Lovable, I had to do something like this too. This is for Bolt.new. For Lovable, it came out as a pop-up, right? So I'm going to create an organization for Bolt.new and call it Bolt. Create organization. And I had to link this with my GitHub, by the way. So it was pretty easy. I already have a GitHub account. If you don't, I would recommend you get one and then link that to GitHub. So authorize Bolt, boom. Now it should be working. I guess let's see. And it's connecting, should connect soon. Let's see. Okay, it says it's successfully connected. Perfect. All right, now it closed. Now it's connected. So let's go like this. I got this error, blah, blah, blah. So here in this one, we have, so I'm going to put this aside, and we have something going on here. So now it's working. LangQuest. So it got the name right here as well, but no logo. LangQuest, login, register, start learning. Then we have some features, preview our languages, put listen, which is interesting. Choose your language journey, Spanish, start, and you can't really start. Let's put login, and you can't really log in. Register, also kind of some, I guess it's because of this, that it's not linked to any Supabase or something like that. So that might be the issue. Does it ask us for that? I don't think so. I think this is more for front end stuff and not really for fully, full stack apps. So this is still working on it, I guess. I don't have anything. So let's see. No preview available. Interesting. So register. So let's ask Lovable, can you create the login and register page to I have added my Supabase account. Also in the home, or how do you call it, in the, also make it available for users to view and take the quizzes after are logged in. Okay. So for here, we don't really have anything. For here, we also don't have anything. So we can see this is empty, obviously, because here's empty. So my screen is empty. I do not see any UI at all. Let's just do it like that. And now I'll help you create the login and register pages with Supabase. So right now, I like Lovable the most. Bolt.new is, you have to hit the rate limit. Okay, that's why it's not really doing anything. Okay, so Lovable AI, we can, Bolt, we can forget about this. I think for the free version, it's now done. And let's try to fix this. So there should be available. Okay. Okay, so it says that I have to go to my Supabase dashboard and kind of do this. So I have to connect this actually. So let me do that. So Lovable is asking me for the Vite Supabase URL and Supabase anon key. So we can just find that here by going to project settings and data API. And we have this anonymous key and we have the URL there. So we can add that there. So let me do that really quick. So I actually had to go here to Supabase and connect it. So I didn't do that. But then after doing that, it kind of like automatically got my information, I guess. So let's just click on register. And here we can see we can register or log in. So I'm just going to register with my email. And we can also add Google Authentication, but I think like the last thing that I added was my last message. So let's just hope that this works. I'm going to put my email and I'm just going to put a random password. Register. and it says that it's registered, and I can check my email for verification, which is pretty interesting. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to put this, an email not confirmed. So I guess I have to, confirm it. Let's see how that goes. So I got this email, confirm your email. Let's just do that, and it doesn't really work. Maybe we have to kind of publish this to this domain and see if it works if we publish it and not have it like a local host. Because right now it just says localhost. Maybe it's because of that. So let's go here and click on that. And it says it's not found. Don't know why. Update. See how this works. Just gonna close this. Here in the preview it's working just fine, but not on the browser. It says not found. And we can try another browser like Safari and paste, and not found. Okay. No idea what the problem is. So let's just log in, and I confirmed it. Okay, and once it's confirmed, I'm logged in, because it's before it gave me like this red error, but now it says page not found. Maybe because that page doesn't exist. So it's a dashboard page. So what I can do, I don't know if this is going to be like my last message for today, but let's just try it. It says that for so I successfully logged in, but the dashboard page is giving me a 404 error. Can you please create a dashboard that shows the different languages so that I can start learning. I can start the learning process. Okay, let's see how this goes. So now I can go ahead and log in again. So I'm just going to use my email and password, and boom, we have our different languages. And it doesn't include the German or the Russian, or it does include the German. It doesn't include English, and doesn't include Russian, which is strange. And it says quiz page coming soon. So this is kind of a process, you can call it like that. So we have the dashboard, which is working fine. We have the index page, which is working fine. I can log in with my email and then get a dashboard and French. Okay, can we make the languages English, German, Spanish, and Russian? Each language should only contain 5 lessons, 5 difficulties. Also, please create the quiz page so that I can start the learning process. And let's click enter. So this is going great. The Bolt.new one, it gave me like this limit. So I'm just gonna, discard this for now. And the V0, it's not really letting me, it's just giving me a landing page, which is fine. I guess it's good for creating different types of, not really like full stack apps, but more front end solutions. So let's see how this goes. I'm really liking Lovable the most out of these 3. So How can I start the login process? Or I don't think that's a good way of doing it, but I'm going to go back here and see other types of examples. So I want to open this one and see sign in. So this is another example that I found, and you can't really click on these. It's just, you know, front end stuff that is looking cool. I want to see this one as well. So I guess this V0 is not really the best option for creating these full stack apps, but more for like design oriented stuff. Like, for example, like this, if this is like an animated background, would be pretty cool. It's not really. Okay. All right, but it does this type of stuff, which can be done in Framer, in my opinion. Right, so let's try to fix this error. Build unsuccessful. There was this error. Okay. Import the badge component. Okay. It's cool how it kind of explains everything. And I mean, it's not really looking like the screenshots that we generated with this Wireframe app, but okay, we have something. Okay, let's go back here. Let's log in. Let's do this. Log in. Let's click. Okay, now they have the different languages. Let's go Russian. What does hello mean? Okay, so now. Okay, so it's very basic. I mean, I don't know why someone would want to learn English if they're using an English thing, and all of these are correct. Okay, so there's still a lot to go, but we're getting there, right? So let's exit this quiz, and I mean, like I said, there's still a lot to go, but this is a good, you know, first initial testing of these three different tools, right? So we went from Lovable to Bolt.new. Bolt.new kind of, you know, failed, in my opinion. Very limited chat. I think I only had like five opportunities to talk to it, which kind of sucks. And it never really gave me something. And the V0 is also nice. I like it a lot, but it's more for, you know, front end type of solutions, trying to make, you know, cool designs or, you know, things like this, components that you can actually bring to Framer, for example. That might be actually a really cool video to do as well. But it's not really something for, you know, full stack apps. So we can deploy this to Vercel to see how this would look like. And building, let's see how this specific example looks like. It's cool with the custom cursor and that video. Really interesting. But again, you can't really build that language app in V0. Lovable, on the other hand, it's not perfect. It takes time. It's you know, but it's getting there. I think it just needs a little bit more and more refinement, and eventually something will work. So we can go visit site, and it does it like this. Awesome. We can't really buy, nothing is functional, but you know, it works for this, right? So let's just close this. I'm going to close this, and say on the winner side here, and eventually what I would want to do is refine this, right? So all the quiz pages are the same. We need so no, let's just not complain. We need a quiz page for each language. In English, the questions should be in English, and the answer and the multiple choices should be in Portuguese, let's just say. For the Spanish quiz page, the questions should be in Spanish and the choices in English, in Portuguese. Well, let's just keep it at English. I think Portuguese is complicating it. So for German quiz page, the questions should be in German and the choices in English. For the Russian quiz page, the questions should be in Russian and the choices in English. Also, for each quiz page, there should be 5 total questions, not just one. So let's just continue like that. And I want to kind of see until when this stops, like what's the limit in terms of the messaging. And I also want to publish this, so let's just update and see. I tried to update it before, but it didn't really work. Now it should work, maybe. And yeah, it works. Cool. So I think it probably maybe needed more time. But we log in and we go with my email. Log in, save. Eventually we have to change this navbar, but I want to learn Spanish. Hello, and it works. So we go like this. Okay, still needs some time, but it's actually working pretty well. So let's see, does this work now? I'll help you update quiz with to include language. Which animal is known as man's best friend? Cool. Deutschland, okay, perfect. And then Russian, perfect. All right, so let's go here, and I think we can just preview it like this. Okay. Okay, now it's working more and more, right? So, and we get this little indicator on the right. So I think Lovable is a great tool. Wow. I think we have to do this, eventually build a whole app in Lovable one day. So once the user is logged in, there should be a the log in and register button should be removed from the navbar, and there should be a log out button. Once the user clicks on the log out button, they are logged out. Also, the language options on the home page should be locked and only unlocked to users that are logged in. Okay, and now this is when it asks me to pay. So, but already we have a great tool going on here. Just with the free version, you can build something like this. This is exactly what I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, Lovable is a great tool. First time that I really use it is today, and you can already start seeing how great it really is. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys learned something new. Again, thank you guys for being here. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to help you. Or if you have any more video ideas, please let me know. I'd be excited to see what you guys write. So thank you guys so much. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.